everyone. I welcome all of you in yet another interesting session of ODA Class YouTube channel. My name is Mansee and in today's class we will learn fractions. Alright, but before starting the class I want to tell you all about our app. Okay, so here ODA is the most innovative live learning app where you can learn amazing things here. So where will you find this app? In Play Store. Alright, so after downloading, if you want to take more such sessions like this, what you can do? You can also enroll in our booster course. So in this booster course, we will provide you 6 classes and it starts from Monday. So Monday to Saturday, you will be having your classes. Okay, 6 classes, 3 of maths and 3 of science, and we will give you 2 teachers. One from IIT and NIT will take your live classes. Those will be your master teacher, and we will also provide you your personal mentor teacher. So in case if you face any doubt in any concept or question, you can directly connect with your personal mentor teacher and you can clear your doubts from them. Alright, not just that, we also will give you homework on the daily basis. We will give you tests to check your performance, alright, and we will give you e-books also. So without wasting much time, let's start the class. And if you want to enroll yourself in the booster course, you will find the link in the description box below. The price of the course is $29, $49, $99 based on your grades. Alright, so let's start the class. But let me give you a brief introduction about myself. So as I said, my name is Mansee Gaur. I've done my BTech honors in electronics and communication. I have more than 4 years of teaching experience and I've mentored more than 18,000 wonderful students like you. So in today's class, we will be learning fractions. So what is the, what's the importance of this chapter fraction? First of all, it is there in your syllabus, so you will definitely get questions from this particular chapter, right? Second thing, it is very important for Olympiad preparations also, okay? And not just that, in your higher grades also, it will be really helpful. Right now, you are learning it as a chapter, as a whole chapter. But in your higher grades, you will be using the concept of fraction as, basic concept. Like on each and every step, you will be using fractions. Alright? So, let's start now. I have a question for all of you. How many slices are there? How many slices you can see here? Just count and tell me. How many slices are there, everybody? So, there are 5 slices, right? We can easily count. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 slices, right? Now, I am feeling very hungry. So, I ate 1 slice out of it. Okay, now let's see how many slices are left. So, how many slices are left, dear kids? 4 slices are left, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the question is how to represent these 4 slices in terms of math. Now, here comes the concept of fraction, everybody. So, what is a fraction? Fraction is a part of whole. So, whenever you have to represent some portion of a whole, we say it as a fraction. Okay. How do we write fraction? Let's see, everybody. So, let's take the same example where we have like I ate 1 slice out of these 5 slices. If I want to write it in the form of fraction, how will I do that? I will write the total number of slices here at the bottom. Okay. And how many slices are there right now on the top? So, as there are 4 slices, I will write 4 on the top. Out of 5 slices, so I will write 5 in the bottom. This number is called as numerator, alright, which shows the part you are talking about, okay. And here, this part is called as denominator, which shows the whole quantity. So, as there were 5 total pieces, that's why 5 becomes our denominator. I hope this is clear to you all. Now, let's move ahead and let's try some questions based on this. So, let's see this first question. This question says, find the fraction of the shaded portion. So, here the part which we are talking about is the shaded part. Okay. So whatever, how many total parts are there? The total parts which shows the whole quantity, we write that in the denominator. So as there are 2 parts in total, so 2 parts representing the whole quantity, we will write it in the denominator. 2 parts. Now let's talk about the parts which are shaded. So how many parts are shaded? Only 1 part is shaded. So that number 1 we will write in the numerator. Remember, this is called as numerator, this is called as denominator. I hope all of you are clear. So are you guys ready to answer the next question then? This was the practice question for all of you. Now let's try another question, everybody. So here, this is the next question for all of you. What we have to do here? Find the fraction of the shaded portion. It's the similar question. बिल्कुल same question है जैसा हमने पहले किया. Let's try this out. First, we will count how many total parts are there. How many total parts representing whole? So 1, 2 and 3. So 3 parts making whole here. So 3 will become our denominator, everybody. And we are talking about the shaded portion. So how many parts are shaded? That becomes your numerator. So how many parts are shaded? 1 and 2. We will write it here in the numerator. So I hope all of you are clear. So what is the fraction for the shaded portion here in this question? It is 2 by 3. So there are multiple ways of reading this. We can read it as 2 upon 3. Let me show you. You can also make notes if you want. We can read it as 2 by 3. We can also read it as 2 upon 3. Okay, I hope all of you are clear. So you can say 2 by 3 or 2 upon 3, whatever you like. Alright. Now, let's try one more question for your practice. Again, here it's the same one. बिल्कुल same question हम practice कर रहे हैं so that you can improve yourself. Alright. Find the fraction of the shaded portion. Again, first we will count how many total parts making the whole object. How many total parts are there? So count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. How many parts are there? Total 5 parts are there. That becomes your denominator, everybody. Alright. How many parts are shaded now? So 1, 2, 3 and 4. That becomes your numerator. How will you read it? You will read it as 4 by 5 or 4 upon 5. I hope you all are clear. Now let's move ahead and let's understand some types of fractions. Yes, there are some types of fractions. So first one is like fractions. So as the name suggests, like. What is the meaning of like? क्या मतलब होता है like का? Like meaning same. जो चीजें same होती हैं हम बोलते हैं ना, these two are exactly alike. Like meaning what? Same. So here we are looking for same things. As the name suggests. मैं कुछ नहीं कह रही हूँ. जैसा इसका नाम है, we are connecting it with that. So like meaning same. Now, in fractions, denominator is very important. Denominator बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले करता है. कौन सा क्या रोल होता है डिनोमिनेटर का इन लाइक फ्रैक्शंस और इन एनी अदर टाइप ऑफ फ्रैक्शन? लेट्स सी. So when in any fraction, in any 2 or more than 2 fractions, if the denominator is same, like meaning same. So if the denominator is same, we call those fractions as like fractions. For example, look at this example. Here we have 2 by 5 and we have 3 by 5. Okay, so whenever we want to check whether these are like or not, we need at least 2 fraction. अगर आपको चेक करना है कि क्या ये सेम है या नहीं किसी और के, so you need at least 2 fractions or not? Yes. So here we need at least 2 fractions to check whether they are like or not. Okay. So here observe everybody. Look at the denominator. Denominator here is 5. Here also it is 5. So when the denominators are same, we call such fractions as like fractions. Alright. Now, what is the opposite of like? I hope all of you know this much English where we find the opposite words of some words. So what is the opposite of like? Like का opposite क्या होता है? क्या होता है everybody? The opposite of like is unlike. So here let's talk about unlike fractions. Unlike fractions are those in which denominator is different. Like meaning same, unlike meaning not same. So when the denominators are totally different, we call such fractions as unlike fractions. Look at this example over here. 2 by 5 and 3 by 7. Look at the denominator. In the first part, in the first fraction, the denominator is 5 and in the second one, the denominator is 7. I told you denominator plays a very important role in fractions. So when the denominator is different, we call these fractions as unlike fractions. Clear everybody? Now let's try some questions. So quickly revise. Like meaning same, when the denominator is same, like fraction. When denominator is not same, unlike fraction. Now, let's practice few more questions everybody. Let's find the type of these two fractions given here. 3 by 5 and 7 by 10. Now, what do you think is the answer for this? Are these two like or unlike? So, let's check their denominators. Denominator 5, denominator 10. When the denominators are different, they are not same. They are not same. Not same meaning unlike. Fantastic. So, these two are called as unlike fraction. Clear? I hope you guys are clear. Very easy topic, right? Unlike fractions because their denominators are different. Now, let's try this question where we have to find the type of these two. Okay? So, again we will check what the denominator. Denominator 12. Denominator 12. Both of them are same. So, when the denominators are same, we call these as what? Like fraction. Is this clear to you all? When same, like. When not same, unlike. I hope all of you are clear. Now, let's move ahead and let's see what are proper fraction. Okay. So, again, as the name suggests, proper. Proper meaning what? Let's say I have one full pizza. Let's take the same example of pizza. Okay. Now, cut it into 4 pieces and let's eat one piece out of it. How many pieces are left? 3. So, proper fractions are those which are always less than the whole part. So, here whole pizza have 4 slices, but if you eat one, then you will be left with only 3 slices. So, it is less than 1. Yes or no? This is less than 1 complete. So, proper fractions are always less than whole. How will you represent this as a fraction? Can anyone tell me? How can we represent this part as a fraction? So, here we have 3 slices out of 4. So, 3 becomes numerator and 4 becomes the denominator. Here, if you observe, numerator looks smaller. Yes or no? Yes. So, numerator whenever is smaller than the denominator, we call it as proper fraction. Okay, again see, here denominator is greater. Okay, denominator is greater everybody. So, whenever denominator is greater, we call those fractions as proper fractions. But when the denominator is lesser than the numerator, we call it as improper fraction. Alright. So, as I already told you that in fractions, denominator plays a very important role. So here, if denominator is greater, proper, otherwise improper. Opposite, likes opposite, unlike, proper's opposite, improper. So look at these examples. 7 by 5. Look at the denominator here. Denominator here is lesser than the numerator. That is why this is called as improper fraction. So proper, denominator greater. Improper, denominator lesser. Clear everybody? I hope it is clear to you all. Now let's practice some questions, okay? So find the type of fraction here. So here we will talk about these two fractions one by one. So let's say this is question number 1, this is question number 2. So in question number 1, denominator is 3, which is greater. So whenever the denominator is greater, the type of fraction is proper. Okay, so my question to you all is there any need to take two fractions to check whether they are proper or improper? I want your answers in the chat box, okay? So let's see. This will be proper because the denominator here is greater than the numerator. That's why this fraction is proper fraction. Let's take another example, question number 2. Here 2 is the denominator which is lesser than 5. So whenever the denominator is lesser, we call it as improper. Clear everyone? So denominator is greater, proper, denominator is lesser, improper. Okay, now let's practice with some more interesting questions. So let's move ahead and let's try this out. Find the type of fraction. Look at this, 29 by 11. Look at the denominator. It is lesser. So when it is less, it is improper. When it is, again in this case also it is less, it is improper. Okay, I hope all of you are making notes because fraction is a very complex topic and very important for not just this grade, for your higher grades as well. So make sure you are writing each and everything in your notebook. Alright, now without wasting much time, let's move ahead. Okay, so we have discussed what are improper fraction. Now, look at this. What is this? We know here it has 5 slices. How many slices? 5 slices are there. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 slices. But we will call it as one single pizza. Right? Let's take one more pizza. Okay? Let's take one more pizza. We have one more pizza now. 5 slices, 5 slices. Total 10 slices. But as you see, this is also one full pizza. This is also one full pizza. Now let's say I get one more pizza, but this time, look at this. This is a fraction because one slice is missing. And how we are writing this slices in terms of fraction? As 4 by 5. It's a fraction, right? Because it is lesser than 1. Now, if you combine these all, then what will you get? We have 2 full pizzas and some fraction. Okay, some slices. We will represent as 2 and 4 by 5. Yes or no? 2 full pizzas and 4 by 5. A fractional pizza. Yes or no? 4 by 5. Yes? Now, is this clear? I hope you all are clear with this. Okay. So here 2 full pizza, along with that we are getting these slices also, 4 out of 5. It's a fractional part. Clear everybody? Now let's move ahead. Do you know that what do we call it as? What do we call this as? Here we have 2, which is a whole number. 2 is a whole number. And what is 4 by 5? 4 by 5 we just learned it is a fraction. So when we combine whole number with the fraction, we get mixed fraction. We get what? We get mixed fraction. We get mixed fraction. So here, if you observe, this is a mixed fraction here. 2 and 4 by 5. Mixture of whole number and the fractional part. So it's a mixed fraction. This mixed fraction is nothing but improper fraction only. So this is just another way of writing improper fraction to mixed fraction. Now let us see conversion. Okay. So we will learn the traditional way of conversion, which you might have learned from your school teachers or from some tuition teachers or from somewhere else. But here I will teach you first the traditional method of conversion and then the trick method. So look at this. Improper to mixed we want to convert. 5 by 2 is an improper fraction because denominator is lesser. क्यों है ये improper? Denominator कम है. Denominator कम है तो ये improper है. This is an improper fraction, right? Now let's convert it to the mixed fraction. So to convert it to the mixed fraction, what we do? We divide. This is actually what? A division. 5 by 2. We have to divide and we have to answer. How do we convert it? Let us see how do we convert it. So let's divide 5 by 2. So 2 2's are 4. If you subtract, you will get 1. So what is this 1? This 1 in division called as remainder, right? Whatever is left, it is called as remainder. This 2 is your quotient, right? And this is your dividend and 2 is your divisor. I hope you all know about these already. So now let's see. This is the formula here, which you might have learned in your school to convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction. Yes? Alright. So here this is our remainder, this is our quotient and this is our dividend, which we are going to use in our formula. So if you want to convert this improper fraction to a mixed fraction, what will you do? You will write your quotient wherever it is, there only you will write it. Remainder on the top and divisor at the bottom. So it will give you what? 2, which is the quotient. Then remainder on the top 1 and then the divisor, which is 2 again. So this 2 1 by 2 which you see here is nothing but the mixed fraction. 2 and 1 by 2. 2 is the whole number part and 1 by 2 is the fractional part. Alright. Now let's try a question based on this. So here we have this fraction. As denominator is lesser, it's a improper fraction. Correct? Now let's convert it to a mixed fraction. What do? We will divide. So let's try to divide. You can also try it out in your notebook with me and you can write your answers in the chat box. Okay? So let's divide 38 by 6. So revise the table of 6 till you get 38 or a lesser number than that. 6 6 are 36. Correct? Now subtract, you will get what? 2. We cannot divide it further. So 2 here is what? 2 here is our remainder. This is the quotient and this is the divisor. Right? Remember the formula? Formula was Q R upon D. Quotient here is 6. Alright. Remainder 2. Divisor 6. So 6, 2 by 6 is the mixed fraction. Both of these are same. Just the way of representing is different. Clear? Now, I have a trick. Let's see what is the trick. It's the same thing, but you know, you will answer this in a faster way, alright, faster than the other method, okay. So here, first step is to make crosses like this. It's just a trick, okay. So make crosses like this, write Q at the crossing point, R on the top, D here in the denominator, okay. Let's take the same example which we just solved, right? 38 by 6, okay. Now what you have to do, this is the improper fraction which you want to convert into mixed fraction, alright. So here, whatever is the denominator, see here this D meaning denominator, this D meaning divisor. So what will you do? You will simply write this 6 over here. First step. Now you have to revise the table of 6 till you get 38 or a lesser number than that. So let's revise. 6 are 36. 6 are 36. So that 6 you are going to write over here with Q. And what answer you get when you multiplied 6 with 6? 36, right? So now that 36 you have to subtract over here. Let's do it over here. 38 minus 36. You will get 2. That becomes your R. So what you have to do? D writes that number which is in the denominator as it is with D. Revise its table till you get the numerator or a lesser number. We got 6 are 36. We write that 6 over here and we subtract the multiplication of 6 and 6, 36 from 38. We get 2. We will write it here. This is your answer, everybody, as you can see, which is 6, 2 by 6. Okay, alright. Now, using the same trick, let's try this question, everybody. First step, make crosses. D for denominator, D for divisor. Write 7 here. Revise the table of 7. 7s are 49 till you get 57 or a lesser number than that. 7 8s are 56, right? So that 8 you are going to write over here. 7 8s, and that 56 you are going to subtract from 57 over here. 57 minus 56, you get 1. Write it over here. This is your answer. 8, 1 by 7. Just write it here. 8, 1 by 7. Is this clear? I hope you are clear with this trick. Yes? Now, let's move ahead and now let's do the reverse. Let's convert the mixed fraction to the improper fraction. So, you all know how to divide, right? You all know how to divide. We know that in the mixed fraction 2, 3 by 5, 2 is the whole number, 3 is the numerator and 5 is the denominator. So, we will write 2, multiply the whole number with the denominator, add numerator to it and divide the whole quantity by the denominator again. Okay. So, whole number is 2, write 2 here. Numerator is, we multiplied with denominator, okay. So, whole number multiply denominator 5 plus numerator which is 3, divide by denominator again which is 5. So, 2 into 5, 10 plus the numerator 3 by denominator again 5. 13 by 5 is the answer. This method you might have learned in your school or in your tuition classes or somewhere else. Let me teach you another method in which you don't even need this formula. You can do calculation directly in your mind. Let's see what is that method. So here let's take this as an example. Okay. So this example first we will try with our, let me tell you the trick you can use over here. What you have to do, 3 5 by 7. This is the trick which you can use. 3 5 by 7. It's a mixed fraction, you want to convert it. So what will you do? Write this 7 here, this 3 here, and that 5 here. Okay. Now look at the arrows. You have to follow the arrows and the signs in between. 7 multiply 3. 7 3s are 21. Remember, I am writing it over here. 21. Okay. 21 plus 5. 21 plus 5 is how much? 26. 26 divided by 7. Right? That will be the final answer. 26 by 7. Clear? Now, let's practice this question quickly. What we will do? We will make 3 arrows like this. Okay. In the clockwise direction. 5 here. This 5 here. This 2 here. Alright. Now, let's start multiplying. 5 multiply 5, 25. Now, add this 2 in it. So, 25 plus 2, 27. Now 27 divide by 5 again. So 27 by 5 is the resultant fraction. I hope all of you are clear and understood this method. Yes? Alright. So what we have learned in today's class. First we started with what exactly fraction is, which is a part of whole. Alright. Then we learned about types of fractions. So what are like fractions? In which the denominator is same. Then we learned about unlike fractions where the denominator is different. Then what we learned? We learned about the proper fraction where numerator is lesser than denominator, right? An improper fraction where numerator is greater than denominator. So I hope all of you enjoyed this class. Yes? If yes, and if you want to learn more such amazing tricks and more such amazing concepts, you can also enroll in our booster course that is starting on this coming Monday. Alright, you'll be provided 6 classes in total, 3 of maths, 3 of science. You will be getting a personal mentor teacher also. So if you face any doubt anytime in the evening, in the morning, whenever, you can directly connect with your personal mentor teacher and you can clear your doubt. Okay, we will give you study material here, test to evaluate your performance and daily homework, okay, for your practice. So the price of the course is rupees 29, 49, 99 according to your grades, and if you want to enroll, you can see the link in the description box. You can click there and you can enroll yourself. All right. So everybody, here you can see the link is there in the description box. You can click there and you can enroll yourself. I hope all of you enjoyed the session. There are a lot of rewards also, right? So if you do very well in the classes, you earn a lot of coins. Okay, those are called as ODA coins. Using those coins, you can buy anything from the ODA mall. Yeah, whether it is smart bottle, smart watch, smartphone, and there are a lot of amazing smart gifts which you can redeem with the help of the coins you are collecting in the class. Alright, so thank you so much everybody. Now don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Alright, and if you join, I'll see you there. Bye bye. Have a good day ahead.